So this is the Holystone HS600D, and the HS600D is the upgraded version of the HS600. So let's take a quick look inside and see what we get. So it does come in a very nice, soft padded carrying case. So in the box, you'll get a little booklet for battery precautions. You also get a disclaimer and safety guidelines book. You get your quick start guide and your user manual. You get a shoulder strap for the carrying case, extra set of propellers. You get 2 USB-C charging cables. You also get 3 phone cables. It goes from USB-C to Apple or Android. And then it comes with 2 batteries, and they're 11.1 volt, 3,500 milliamp hour LiPo batteries. And they're saying that these can fly up to 40 minutes per battery. I will be amazed if they go that long, but anything over 30 minutes is a great flight time. And then we have the controller here. As you can see, there's no sticks on it, and that's because they're right there in these little compartments that you can press these in and they store there. Has a little bit of weight to it, so it does feel solid. It doesn't feel cheap at all. And then on the bottom, you have a USB-C charging port, and then there is your phone clip. So here we have the HS600D. Unfold it like this. Another difference with this from the 600 is this one comes with a 3-axis gimbal. The 600 only came with a 2-axis. When you put the battery in, you want to make sure you feel the battery click in there, and then you want to tug on that because you don't want this battery to fall out. We don't need this brick falling out of the sky. And this drone does come in at just over 600 grams. That is well beyond the 249 gram threshold. So this drone will need to be registered with the FAA, and it is equipped with remote ID. So it's a little rundown of what we get in the box. So we're going to be testing out the flight modes that are in this, and this does have more flight modes than what the 600 had. Before we take it for a flight, we have to charge the batteries up and also download the HS Fly app that we need to fly this drone. Well, now it's time to do the test flight. I'm going to go through some of the modes. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to go through the ones that I feel most people would want to use. So let's just unfold the drone. And then here we have little legs that go down, and then don't forget to take your cover off. So batteries in there, always making sure that that doesn't pop out. So let's get these sticks out of the little storage slots there, and then they just screw in right like that. And then our phone just clips in into the mount, and then because I'm using an iPhone, I have my lightning cable, and then in the back there, press it in where the USB-C goes, and then we can plug right into our phone right like that. All right, now we're set. Hold the power button in to fire it up. It's a short press and then a long press to turn the controller on. It's gonna beep like this for 30 to 40 seconds. It's doing its connection. When it connects, you'll know it. It'll stop beeping, but it'll also make a long beep right after it connects. There we go. Now we are in GPS mode. We connected to the controller. So let's go into controls on the screen. There we go. It's asking to do a calibration, so we have to first do our horizontal calibration like that. You hear it beep. Now it wants you to do a vertical one. Heard it beep. Now we're ready to fly. So I already have the SD card in. I put it in right there. I already did it, but to format it, you can click on that, and then it's asking if you want to format it. Just hit confirm. But remember, when you format it, whatever was on that is now erased. So let's go into settings, because there's a few things. There is beginner mode, and beginner mode doesn't allow you to fly more than 98 feet away and 98 feet high. And then it also reduces the return altitude to 65 feet. So that's good, you know, for if you're a beginner and you want to get used to it. And it keeps it close. And then the tracking, that's all your flight data and stuff like that. In the PTZ adjust, that's your fine tuning, your pitch and your roll fine tuning. And then you can go into where the 3 dots are. That's your settings there. You can select whether you want a voice prompt. I'm not going to do that. I'm in inches and miles per hour. So that's how you can adjust those settings. Over here is your settings for your camera. This is your camera where you can select if you want to take a photo, a video, a time lapse, or do slow motion. And then over here is your auto takeoff, auto land, and then there's your return to home. And then these are your smart modes or intelligent modes. So before we get into the flight modes on the app, let's go over the buttons on the controller. This is the auto takeoff, auto land. So you have to unlock the motors, down and in, and then hit that button and it'll take off. And then it'll land as well. Now I'm not going to do it, but if you ever have to do an emergency stop, you long press this for 3 seconds and it'll shut the drone off. It will not allow emergency stop if the drone is higher than 16 feet, according to the manual. That's good. I mean, you don't want this thing 400 feet in the air and then you hit the emergency stop and this thing comes crashing down. Let's take off. Let's go to this button next, and that is the speed switch. So you're in the second rate when you first take off. So that is the second rate. If you want to change rates, you just do a short press. You heard the 3 beeps there, and it is a little bit faster. And if you press it again, there you're in the first rate. Slows it down. And then I hit it again. You can see that it picked up speed. Let's fly over again, and then I'll change to, oh yeah, you can see it pitch a little harder and it does pick up speed. Here is the return to home button as well. So let's press it. So now it's going to go up. It's turning. Now it's turning to the direction it took off, and now it's coming back down. Now I don't have a landing pad, but that's pretty close to where I took off from. I mean, if you're within like 2-3 feet of where you take off from, then that's pretty good. So let's see what happens if you would lose connection. See if it comes home. Let's turn the controller off and see what the drone does. So it's a short press and long press to power off. So, well, oh, there it goes. It's going up. And let's see if it comes right back over here where I took off from. Coming over and coming down. So, well, that's good. You don't have to worry if you lose connection with the controller that your drone's going to fly away. It's going to come right back to where you took off from. So here it comes. All right, let's take off again, and then we will check out the cameras on the controller. Let's turn towards the dam. Let's go up higher so we can get a nice shot of the water and the spillway. Let's back up a little bit. There we go. That's a nice shot there. Maybe go a little bit higher, even though it's not allowing me. I wonder if... Oh, it's because I'm in beginner mode. So let's save that. All right. Yeah, now I can go higher. I was in beginner mode yet. Right here, this is the dial for the angle of the camera. You can change the speed of the roll, the camera roll there, by how far you move the dial. And then this one on the left side is your zoom. So if you can zoom in. It does get grainy when you zoom in, but you do have zoom on the camera, so that's pretty cool. So if you want to take a video, you just press that, and now the video has started. So let's fly around and see how good the video is that we captured. Get a nice little panning shot there, and we'll just hit that camera button to stop the video. And now let's take a picture. So the picture is this one here. There we go. It is slowly taking a picture, and there we go, 100%. Now it's time to check out some of these intelligent modes So let's get the drone down here. First thing, let's take off. So you can take off two ways. You can either take off by just hitting auto takeoff, auto land, and then let's unlock the motors. So now the motors are spinning, and hit take off. So now, there we go. To land, you can just hit auto land, and then it's gonna land right where it is. It's not gonna go home. It's just gonna land right where you want it to land. And then the other way you can take off is to unlock the motors. You want to go down and in on the left and right stick. Now the motors are armed, and you just hit up, and there we go. Another way to take off. Okay, here I am. Well, let's try this one. Slide to the right, and you have to draw a box around, and now the camera is gonna follow me. The drone doesn't follow me. See if I walk over here. The camera follows me, not the drone. Here, let's... Uh-oh. It lost me. There we go. It lost me. Don't want to go too fast. It seems like if I go fast, it can't keep up. But see, I'm walking away, and the drone is staying there. Let's try this follow me mode now. Now when I walk, it's gonna follow me because I have the phone and the controller, so it's following the GPS signal. Now I have to adjust the gimbal so that I'm in the shot, but it is gonna follow along with me. Let's see, let's go over here. Let's see, will it follow me over this way? Yep, there we go. All right, let's try this orbit. We'll do the radius. Well, it'll do a 16-foot at the minimum radius. So let's just do that. I don't want to go too crazy. 16 feet is good enough. So we'll slide to the right, and we'll start that. Let's see what it does. I'll start recording as well. So it's flying out about 8 feet from where it took off. I don't know what it's doing. It's not circling. I don't know what it's doing. It's just kind of like drifting off on its own. Let's do 60 feet. Let's see if that does anything. Going up. Oh, where's it going now? Going over there. Turning around, pointing at me, and oh, now it's moving. Let's see if I can find me in the... So there we go, we're getting an orbit. Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't working at 16 feet. Now it seems like it's working fine. So we got a nice slow orbit there. It's keeping me in the shot. Now let's go into catapult. And the catapult is where it like backs up and it ascends at the same time. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. It went about 160 feet away. Now it's coming back. Let's go into the hand gesture to take a picture. So all we have to do is flash a V, and it's gonna do something. Oh, we got a countdown. We get a photo. Let's do it again. Let's go back a little further. See how far? Does it recognize that? No. There, it recognized it. Let's do this to do a selfie video. You put your hand up. Okay, there. So now it starts recording. Oh, I put my hand out. Now it stopped. What's it doing? It just keeps taking little videos. Okay, now stop. Let's see, what else do we have here? We have this one. This will just take you straight up. There, put the camera down. Okay, we're up about 78 feet. So that's all it does, it just goes up. Let's do a spiral. So now it's spiraling around me as it's going up in the air, and well, it kind of lost me now. There, I have to adjust the camera, but that is spiral. It's almost like orbit. We only have a couple more to go through, and that's vertical mode, which is right here. So it'll go from landscape to portrait, which when it's in portrait mode, you have to hold your phone like this and fly sideways. Maybe they could turn that so like you know you're in portrait mode, but like you wouldn't have to like hold your phone sideways. Get a video. Going home. Uh-oh, why is it going home? So saying the drone has a low battery, so here it comes. That wasn't a bad flight time. I will put how long I had the drone in the air. Oh, it's telling me to return. That's why it's beeping. There. So it's just telling me that the battery's low, that I need to return home. So I came up here to the top of the dam. I'm gonna do the tap fly feature up here. I didn't like doing it down there because of the bank and the mountain over there. On the map, it's not real like exact, so I didn't want to fly into the trees or into the hillside. All right, so we got to go up kind of high actually for the tap fly, but let's select it in the menu here. There we go. You can put 4 points. Let's bring it back here for the fourth one. So let's go, and oh, we're not high enough, so we gotta go a little higher. There we go. Now we can slide right, and there we go. It's going to the first point. Hopefully it's not into the trees. But it seems to be going there no problem. Like, okay, there we're at point 1. And now what's happening? Oh, it turned towards point 2, and now it's flying towards point 2. And then when it gets there, it's gonna stop. I don't know, you probably can't see it with the GoPro, but I can still see it. And actually in the corner there, I can still see that there's a video feed. Oh, now I'm turning towards point 3. So we're gonna go back over that way towards point 3, so you can see it in the corner there, what the camera sees. And now we're stopped, and now we're going to come back to point 4. So it's turning towards point 4, which is back this way, and here it comes. And then when it gets to the fourth and final point, it will just stop and hover where that point is. Now we're just gonna fly out and see if we can make it maybe to the other side before we lose our signal. There it's showing we are 260, 70, 80. Wonder how far it is to the other side there. I don't know. I thought it was probably gonna be like a couple thousand feet. Now we are somewhere in the middle of the lake, and we are just about to go over, yep, over 1,000 feet now. and still no video disruption or anything in the video feed. Good with that. I think if we make it to like somewhere near 2,000 feet, that would be plenty for anybody to be able to keep it in line of sight. Let's go a little higher here. Still no problems. We're at 1,500 feet away now. Now our feed's getting a little choppy. I don't know if you can see that. Our feed is getting a little choppy at about 1,700 feet. Yeah, it's skipping a little bit. I'm at 1,800 feet now. So that's still not bad. 1,800 feet. Now let's come back. Okay, so I'm basically back now. I want to finish up this video, get a couple cinematic shots. That way you can see how good the video is. Oh, I must be getting low battery, so now it's returning home. So that'll be it for the video as soon as it comes back here. All right, that was the Holystone HS600D. And I gotta say, I am impressed with the flight time. It is a solid option. All those intelligent modes, they work pretty good. So Holystone is doing a special promotion for Valentine's Day. So I'll leave a link in the description where you can take advantage of that promotion. So thanks for checking out this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you didn't already. And I hope you join me on the next video.